Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to go over the brand new 2022 C8 Corvette, how you guys can own one for free and even possibly make some money on it. So let's look at mine real quick. As you see, this is my 2022 C8 Corvette in orange. This is the second Corvette I've had. I had the 2021, now I've got the 2022, and this car is just amazing. So let's walk you through the car a little bit real quick. Alrighty, so as I previously said, this is the 2022 Corvette. It is an amplified tint coat orange, and this orange color is beautiful. It really pops and shines, and everywhere you're driving, people are staring at you, pointing at you, asking if it's a Lambo, and it's awesome. It's such a great car, and I'm so happy that Corvette expanded on their colors. So why did I choose such a bold color like this is a good question. People that are renting these cars love to be seen, love to be heard, and they really want to flex in them. You know, if they're gonna rent the car, they want people to see them driving it. They want to flex it on Instagram, all that good stuff. And this car is the way you do that. It's such a beautiful car. I mean, it really looks like a $500,000 car. You can't go wrong with it. So let's check it out a little bit. I kind of kept this car relatively cheaper on the mods, on the specs, just since it was going to be a rental car, and I did know that if I did any specs, it wouldn't add much value. But there's one thing that I did that was very important, is that I made this car a hardtop convertible. As you see with these pillars here, you can't see the engine because of this, but this car is a hardtop convertible, and I chose this option because the T-tops are a little scary with renters, and they're a little irresponsible sometimes, and they could drop them, and I just really don't trust it. So prefer to go the hardtop convertible route. A little more expensive. I think it was around $8,000 more, but it's going to save me the pain and the headaches of people dropping my tops, which I really don't want that happening. But as you see, it's such a sleek and sexy car. It's beautiful. Hardtop convertible, so easy to use. All you have to do is come press the button right here, hold it down, and it takes a few seconds, but the top will open up like that and just fold in. Boom, and then you're ready to go. So this is definitely a lot safer than the T-top option where they have to come in and undo the T-top and pick it up and put it in the trunk. And I don't really trust that personally, and that kind of scares me. So this option was a lot better. $8,000 better, I don't know, but I definitely think it was a better option. But this car is so clean and crisp. I mean, look at the lines on it. It sounds good. It's got the stock exhaust. It doesn't even have the performance exhaust. It sounds like a great car, and it's really amazing. All right, so let's talk about the fun stuff, which is the numbers behind this thing. So this car right here was $71,035. That was the MSRP of the car. Once you factor in registration and sales tax, I walked out paying right around $75,000 for this car, put $15,000 down, so that means I had a $60,000 loan, and that was over 84 months, and I wanna say it's like a 5% interest rate. I should not have gone that crazy on the 84-month loan term. I should have done like a 70 or 60-ish, and that would have put me at a 3%, but I did not think about it that well. But it's not a big deal. My loan payment on this car is around $870 every single month, which really is not too bad, and it rents out very well. So I rent this car out on Turo for right around between $279 to $299 a day. So I bought this car in May, drove it for a few weeks just myself, and then I decided to list it on the second week of June. I'm gonna go ahead and post some of the stats up here as well. So when I started listing it on Turo, it got rented out right away. The month of June was a hit, and it was rented out almost the entire month from once I listed it. Did very, very well. Some people went over on mileage, and if you go over on mileage with Turo, how I have it set up is every mile you go over is 1% of the trip price per day. So with that being said, if you go over a mile on this car, it's like $2.99 per mile, and I definitely had a few people go a few hundred miles over, plus with the daily trip price. Ended up making a lot of money in the month of June. July was really slow for me, just due to the fact that in July, where I live in Virginia, it was very rainy every single weekend, so nobody really wanted the car, but it's starting to pick back up a little bit here in August, and it's doing really well. So in the last really 2 months, I've had 6 or 7 trips with it, and I've made almost $7,000 with this car, which is pretty awesome. In 2 months, $7,000. My only payment is really the loan on it, and that's about $850 a month, $860, something like that. And my insurance is probably around $130 a month for this car. So all in, let's just say I'm right around $1,000 in cost for this car. And you know, we're making probably $3,000 to $4,000 a month renting it out. kind of a cash cow here. It does very, very well. Now, with it being a brand new car also, I don't need to worry much about maintenance. I haven't done my first maintenance on the car yet because it was brand new, but when I do, you know, the good thing is that there's a warranty on the car, and maintenance won't be that expensive because it's a Chevy. You really can't go wrong with that. So overall, the cost to maintain this car is a lot cheaper than the other cars I have. I have a Porsche on Turo, I've got a Maserati on Turo, and the maintenance for those cars are astronomical. I mean, every month or two, they're in the shop for something. Even an oil change on the Porsche is like $500, while this car is like less than $100 because it's a Chevy. Made in America, really easy to use, really easy to maintain, and that's what I love about it. On top of that, this is definitely the coolest. The color is amazing on it. People love it. Everywhere you go, people are asking me about it, and then I'm able to kind of advertise my Turo business saying, hey, I rent this car out. You can rent it out as well. So it's doing very, very well. Who knows how it'll do during the winter, because right now we're in the summer months, and of course people want a convertible in the summer, but I still think it'll do decent in the winter months. But it's a great way to own a car like this and still make some money, you know? A lot of people, you know, figure that they can never own a car like this in their life, and that really isn't true. There's a way to do it, you just gotta figure it out. And this is my way of figuring it out, and I figured it out, and hopefully you guys can take advantage of it and get one of your own. Now, if you do, it'll probably be a few months before you're able to get your own. And once again, this one took me 12 or 13 months to get. I've got another one on order that should be here in the month of August, the month we're in. That'll be awesome too, and I'm gonna rent that out as well. But that one we're on 14 or 15 months now. So it takes a lot of time, but it's definitely worth it. All right, so if you guys have any questions about this car, how I got it, how I run it on Turo, how everything works, shoot me a message, shoot a comment on this video. I'll go ahead and answer every single comment I get on this video and try to help you guys out. These cars are amazing. I mean, it feels like a spaceship in here. It really does. The way that everything's angled at you. I love the drive and the reverse and park. So much fun, and everything's kind of angled at you. This is truly an amazing car. You can't go wrong with it. I recommend this car to anybody looking for a new car or looking for something to rent out on Turo. It's done great. I've probably personally put, you know, 600 or 700 miles in this car. The rest of that has all been for my Turo trips. But it's such a great car. Once again, thanks for checking out the video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you all have any more questions about Turo in general, about how I run it, how I do the other cars, the Porsche and the Maserati, how well they do, any issues that I have, please feel free to comment down below. I'll try to help anybody out that I can, because I really love Turo. It's such a great way to make some money with your cars and really be able to afford these cool cars. So thank you all once again for checking out the video, and have a great day.